What's up YouTube, it's Ryan, a quick video. Well, today I'm doing another unboxing, first impressions, and update video. This time it comes from the house of Paco Rabanne. It is the latest flanker in the Invictus line, Invictus Legend. So Invictus Legend from the house of Paco Rabanne is a woody aromatic fragrance released in 2019. The noses behind this fragrance are Domitil Berthier and Nicolas Beaulieu, and it is an eau de parfum concentration. Alright, let's check out the presentation. Alright, so here's the box for Invictus Legend. Not going to spend too much time on this box. It looks exactly like the other ones, just has like darker blue here, darker wings I believe. But yeah, other than that, not too much going on with this box. Let's check out the bottle. Alright, so here is the bottle for Invictus Legend. Again, not too much going on with this bottle. Looks almost identical to the one released last year, the Invictus Aqua 2018. Has a darker on here going down to the light, kind of clear blue at the bottom. But other than that, not too much going on with this bottle. Alright, so here are the notes for Invictus Legend. In the top we have grapefruit, sea salt, and sea notes. In the mid we have geranium, bay leaf, and spices. And in the base we round things off with GUIAC wood and red amber. So I don't know too much about this fragrance. I did stay away from reviews like I've been doing lately. Don't try not to get too influenced by other reviewers or anything online. Just judging by the notes, I believe it's going to be, got the sea notes in there and the sea salt. The grapefruit's going to give it that, nice fresh opening, the citrus opening. A lot of spices with the bay leaf and the spices. Geranium, I don't know if it's going to play a factor. The GUIAC wood's going to be kind of nice. And the red amber, maybe it's going to give a little sweetness, maybe a little warm spiciness in the base. We'll see. But I'm hoping this is going to be different from the other ones. And I want to say I heard that it was different enough to warrant a purchase, but again, I didn't check out too many reviews on this one on purpose. So let's take a first impressions. All right, clean hand. Here we go. Okay, sprayer. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely getting the sea notes. I'm getting the geranium in this, almost, if it is geranium, I'm assuming it's geranium, but maybe the spice or something in this makes me smell like, it smells like rose off the top, but that's gone now. Yeah, I'm definitely getting all the sea notes, that sea salt. Yeah, this definitely right now has some power behind it. It's I know it's just the first spray, but sometimes you can just tell when something smells like it's going to have staying power. Maybe I'm speaking too soon, but right now it seems like the opening's a little bit heavier than the other ones. It's definitely different. I'm definitely getting the spices. I'm getting the sea notes. I'm getting the grapefruit. The grapefruit's always like a staple, I think, for this one, for the line. The grapefruit's like the nice opening grapefruit. That's what usually kind of gives it its DNA when it comes to that freshness. But the sea salt and the sea notes are really nice in this. Yeah, there's a sweetness to it that I'm getting. It's not like a vanilla sweet. It's just probably from the grapefruit, but still, it's very nice and citrusy sweet. Yeah, if you like sea notes, you're going to love this fragrance off the top because the sea notes are very prominent in this one. Way more sea notes than any other flanker I've tried from this line. Yeah, because the other fragrances in this line are all aquatics, so you're going to get somewhat of a sea salt kind of vibe. But this one definitely takes the cake with the sea notes and the sea salt. Yeah, it's mixing very nice. It is spicier than the other compositions from the line. It's definitely a little greener too. That's probably from the bay leaf. Possibly the spices are kind of lending to a little bit of spiciness, but the bay leaf definitely give them a bit of a green touch. Yeah, I'm not really sure about the geranium. I get some florals in there. Like from the very, very top, I thought I got rose, but there's no rose in this. So if it's going to be any kind of floral, it has to be the geranium. But maybe it's just some of the mixes of the notes are giving it that smell, but it doesn't smell like that anymore. So I'm getting a slight floral touch. Yeah, but the sweetness in this one actually does give it a kind of a youthful, almost like a clubby vibe. Slightly, not a lot. It's still an aquatic. But definitely a woody aromatic like it says, because I'm getting a little bit of a sweetness that makes me feel like it's like almost like a club scent slightly. Like if you were to take, the Invictus Aqua DNA and then put it next to like a sweet scent. Can't think of which one, not 1 million, but just another sweet kind of a club fragrance. You're going to get something like this, which this is nice. Again, this isn't super strong sweet, as in you're going to go clubbing with this one, you're going to, but it's like, it has a real nice sweetness to it that I'm really enjoying right now. I'm definitely getting the DNA from Invictus. It is a flanker, so obviously it's going to be in there. Getting a little bit of the sweetness from Invictus Aqua. from memory, if we're not going to recall. So I'm definitely getting that, the sweetness that I liked that I mentioned a little while ago. I do really like that in this fragrance. I definitely like the woods in this fragrance. I can't recall. I'm assuming the other one had woods. I can't recall. I don't think it had GUIAC wood. But yeah, I can definitely tell a difference. This one's definitely sweeter. I think this one's going to be more crowd pleasing. I mean, maybe even like a club, you know, in the summertime when it's really hot. The sweetness in this might get you through the club. We'll see. Obviously, you know, it's the first impression, but this one's definitely sweeter than any other aquatic I've tried from this line, or really any other like aquatic in the market right now that I can think of. You know, Invictus Aqua was pretty sweet, and I compared that one to Icon Racing. That one was pretty sweet as well, and that one had a warmer wood note in it. But this one right now, just to my nose right now, it makes it seem like it's a lot sweeter than those. Like it might be more mass appealing, because, you know, people do gravitate towards sweet fragrances, whether people hate them or, you know, or not. People still like them. So yeah, right now I'm getting a lot of the sea notes, sea salt. The grapefruit's very prominent in this one, which I love grapefruit and fragrances, so I'm glad that it's like staying. It's still there. The woods. Yeah, and the spices. Yeah, definitely the sea notes and the grapefruit right now are definitely very prevalent in the woods, you know, overall the notes here. But yeah, so far I like this one. I wish I had Invictus Aqua or Invictus here to compare it to. The only thing I really have to compare this to is probably Hawass, because that's the one that I actually kept that bottle, and you know, it's in my collection now. But you know, we'll see how it compares to that one. But you know, obviously right now this one kind of stands on its own. It kind of has its own sweetness thing going. I'm really liking it, and I did hear a blurb that it had pretty good projection and longevity. So you know, if it's it might be the answer to our prayers. You know, Hawass was really good for that department. But you know, not everyone can really get their hands on that one, or maybe just people who haven't heard of that one. This one is located at the mall, so you might be able to get your hands on this one easier. But if this one ends up, you know, going, you know, what I'm getting here, and it continues, I think this one's gonna be really good. I think it's gonna be a bestseller probably from this line anyway, because Invictus is pretty popular, but I don't know. We'll see how it goes, but this one might take the cake. I don't know. Right now, this one's, so far, I really like this one over the original Invictus and Invictus Aqua. Yeah, this one's really nice. All right, guys, so I'm going to make Invictus Legend my scent of the day and wear it over the next couple of days. Give you guys an update shortly. Talk to you then. All right, guys, well, I'm back with my update for Invictus Legend. All right, so it's been a couple of days with this fragrance, and luckily it was warm here. It is springtime, but it was warm enough for me to really enjoy this fragrance, because it is an aquatic fragrance. But yeah, like I mentioned in the first half of the video, this fragrance really did start off with a really sharp, sweet grapefruit note that I really enjoyed. The aquatic notes, I believe, were sea salt and some sea notes. And I mainly, from the sea notes, I really got a lot of ambergris out of that. Not sure what you guys are getting out of this one if you've tried it already, but I really smelled a lot of fresh ambergris that I've smelled in other fragrances before, which was a really nice touch. It really did give it a nice aquatic feel, a fresh oceanic feel, which I really like in my aquatic fragrances, and this one really did that. The added sweetness with the grapefruit was really nice. I'm not really sure what in this gives it a sweetness, but it's very sweet, almost candied sweet. Not vanilla or anything like that. Maybe the amber in it maybe gives it a bit of a sweetness. I thought maybe that gave it a bit of a warmth in the dry down. But it could lend it some sweetness. But this was more like a grapefruit, citrusy, candied sweetness that I really like with this one. But yeah, I was really pleased with this fragrance. I really liked it. I did get noticed wearing this one. Did get some compliments. And Brandon from Art of Fragrance did say this fragrance reminded him of another fragrance. Actually, he told me that yesterday. I was wearing it, and he told me it reminded him of the newer version of Moonlight in Heaven by Kilian. And that one has, I think the only notes that fragrance has in common with the Legend is going to be the grapefruit. That one has like some coconut and some other tropical notes in it. But this one did have like a tropical kind of vibe to it. I can definitely see where Brandon got that comparison from, because this one is very fresh, you know, aquatic, and it has the fruit notes in it. This one even has a little bit of like a pina colada type of smell to it, even though there's no coconut or any of those kind of notes to give it that. There's just something very tropical about this fragrance. Maybe it's just the grapefruit that does it, but it really does have a nice tropical vibe along with the aquatic notes that makes this one really nice. I did get excellent longevity with this fragrance. I did get 8+ hours. I could even smell it in the shower. I was taking a hot shower whenever I got home, and it was probably 10 hours later, and I could still, you know, smell it coming off me. The hot water did, like the steam did, you know, help it jump off my skin a little bit better. But it was still there, and I still picked it up. So I ventured to say 8 to 10 hours. I'd probably, you know, comfortably say 8 hours of this fragrance. It is an eau de parfum, and so I didn't really touch on that too much in the first half of the video, but it is going to be stronger. I did mention in the first half of the video that it did seem stronger to me, and I didn't even think to say that it was an eau de parfum instead of the toilette like the other ones are in the line. So it definitely gives this one the edge on the longevity category. Projection for this fragrance was definitely above average. It is a parfum like I mentioned before, so you're going to get better projection out of it. I did get pretty strong projection the first 2 to 3 hours, and I got whiffs of it for like probably the next 2 hours after that, so I'd venture to say 5 hours altogether, but 3 definitely strong. Gets a little bit closer to the skin after that, but you still get wafts of it, you know, after a long time. But you know, I guess projection, like big, you know, big projection wise, 3 hours definitely strong. Gets a little bit closer, but you pick it up throughout the day. So occasions for this fragrance are definitely going to be daytime, even nighttime. I believe it is casual enough and aquatic enough for the day, but sweet enough for the night. Sweet enough even for a club, if you guys can believe that about an aquatic fragrance. This one is really sweet. It's very strong too because it is a parfum. It's gonna perform really well in a club. I think it'll be strong enough to cut through the crowd there, maybe the smoke if you know they're smoking inside. But yeah, so I think this one's definitely be stronger for the club. If you spray your shirt, you're gonna get even better projection and performance out of this one. So I definitely think this is going to be good enough for the club. I think it is a bit too strong for work, so I would stay away from that. This would be a perfect fragrance for vacation if you're planning on going to Florida or Miami, just anywhere with the warm weather or beach. This would be perfect. Season for this fragrance, if you haven't already guessed, there's going to be warm weather to hot weather, you know, spring, summer, you know, warm fall, anything with the warm weather, guys, it's going to be great. It is a nice, sweet, aquatic fragrance. You know, like I mentioned 100 times already, it does get good performance, so you're going to love this one in the hot weather. So overall, I'm going to say I do really like this fragrance. It's probably my favorite from the line. You know, would it be a redundant purchase, you know, having all the other ones and then buying this one? I would say yes. Honestly, my opinion, if I had the other ones, which I don't, but if I did, I'd probably sell those and just buy this one because it really does kind of cover the spectrum of all those. It has the sweetness of the aqua version. It has the aquaticness of the original. It just has a lot more going on with it. You know, it lasts a lot longer as an EDP version. So I do like this one. I believe it's bottle worthy. You guys please go to the mall. They sell it at Macy's and probably Dillard's. I think I got this from Dillard's. But you guys go get your nose on it first. Don't blind buy anything on my account. But I think you guys should really try this one. Get your nose on it. I think it's a safe buy. I think it covers a lot of aspects I love in a fragrance. It's long lasting. It's crowd pleasing. It's sweet. It's woody. It's fruity. It's fresh. You know, and it lasts a long time. So I really like this fragrance, guys, and I definitely think you guys should get your nose on it. All right, so what are your thoughts on Invictus Legend? Do you like it? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Let me know your experience with this fragrance down in the comments below. Alright guys, thank you guys so much for watching the video on my channel. If you like this video and want to see more videos like it, please give me a thumbs up. Please consider signing up for notifications by hitting that notification bell. That way when I upload new videos, you'll be the first to find out. Please follow me on Instagram, Dollars and Cents. Please like, comment, subscribe. And until next video, you guys take care. Thanks.